Hey, what up? Good afternoon, everybody. It's my break time, and y'all know what it is. Try to do my little internet talk, my internet cooler talk over the internet, whatever you want to talk it. Just ramble on about nothing. Y'all know I'm a casual. Please don't hold me to my word. Yes, that is in fact Hank Davis with a bushel of cherries in his hand, offering you some nice juicy cherries that he continues to pick. Again, good afternoon. If I'm saying it is 87 degrees Fahrenheit here. Sunny outside, a little drizzle rain, but sunny nonetheless. And I hope everybody's doing great. Let me get the link up to the top of the goddamn um chat. Y'all know. What's up, Black? What's up, Laron? The link is there. Anybody want to get on? And the link is now pinned to the top. Yeah, man. Hit the like. Hit the like. Yeah, so the first thing up, we have the news that another Golden Boy card has been so should I say sabotage or should I say goddamn hit with another body blow. Jaime Munguia, another guy who ducked Demetrius Andrade, was supposed to fight shit, hold on, man. Hey, sorry about that. I had a phone call. What's up, Black?
What's up, Chief? Continue,
Yeah,
man.
man.
You good?
Hey, man. Yeah, so I was, we were just talking about Jaime Munguia not gonna have no fight again, and Golden Boy shows continue to under deliver for the zone. No fault of their own. Seems Sulecki pulled out for whatever reason. Seems his management don't even seem to know why he pulled out. But let me share the link with the link to everybody so they can know what the hell I'm talking about. Link is in the goddamn main chat. Link is in the private chat. And I'm gonna share the screen now, and we can go through it. What's up, Boxing Lounge? How you doing, man? Lisa Bales, my Ayaba, Mango Juice in the house. Hold on, share. Yeah, so here you have Message Sulecki, you know, the current gatekeeper of 160. And Sulecki, counter boxing scene, Sulecki has pulled out of his fight with Jaime Munguia again. This guy, I don't know how to say his name, Prismek, whatever this is, reported that Tuesday morning that the Polish middleweight contender will not fight Munguia on June 19th. It was supposed to headline a stream from the University of Texas. Sulecki's promoter has informed Golden Boy Promotion that Sulecki has pulled out of their fight for a second time in less than 2 months. Golden Boy is Munguia's co-promoter and whatever. There's the reason for Sulecki's second withdrawal has not been disclosed. It is not clear if Golden Boy will replace Sulecki on short notice. Sulecki was supposed to meet Munguia on April 24th, but he pulled out of that bout reportedly due to an elbow injury. Ooh. So we don't know what's going to happen now. Let me see. The Zone's June 19 show was officially announced. Uzbekistan's Bektemir Melikuziev, a highly regarded super middleweight prospect, and Philadelphia's Gabe Rosado are scheduled to square off in the Zone's co-feature that night. Oh, man. Black, Munguia don't have no fight, man.
Munguia ain't got no fight. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button. Yeah, well, this is supposed to be on what? Triller, right?
Nah, this was supposed to be on the Zone.
On the Zone. Man, so I don't know. They get somebody in there.
Golden Boy is just not delivering, man. They pulled out Ryan, and I keep saying they pulled out Ryan. Ryan didn't have no issue. They pulled him out. They pulled out Ryan, and then they given the Zone a fight with Jojo Diaz and Fortuna that really only hardcore boxing fans even would appreciate. And now this. And I mean, they could just let Munguia fight Andrade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so, I mean, he don't have no fight. Just tell Munguia, look here, man. You're not getting the Triple G fight this year. You're not getting Charlo. Might as well you push it down another month and fight Andrade. That's all.
It's me again.
It's me one more time.
Yeah, why not? I'm sure Andrade is fill in. He'll be the late replacement. Why not?
What do you think about Jaime Munguia, Black?
Nothing. I don't think shit.
You don't think you don't really have an opinion of him, no?
Have you seen any content of mine that has Jaime or Munguia in the title?
No, I ain't seen nothing.
Okay, all right. That's what we at with it. I don't know who. I'm like, who? Oh, that guy. Yeah, the one he kind of on the Ryan level to me. They don't want no smoke with the champ, but they want to just, I guess, stay the people's champ out here.
Man, Jaime is I don't know. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya is somebody who was talking big shit about Triller and what they plan to do. He actually came out and said it's true that they're making a move to Triller and all that. And now look where we are. Still can't deliver for the Zone. 1 second. Phone keeps freaking ringing.
You good? No, still can't deliver. What the hell? Like Munguia, anybody checking for Jaime Munguia playback? Like for real? Like Jaime Munguia? At one point he was making some noise. It was kind of hot, blazing through. And then I think he fought he had a tough ass fight with the Irish dude. That was it. That buzz went.
Dennis Hogan?
Like Hogan, yeah, Hulk Hogan cousin and shit.
Yeah.
So that shit went south from that point. We felt, I won't say exposed, but we could definitely see the holes in Munguia. And nobody know what this guy trying to do with his career at this point.
I don't really know. I know they were trying to line up Triple G for this year, but Triple G not interested in this, man. Maybe Triple G might use Munguia for his tune-up for the summer and then fight Murata, right?
Mhm.
but I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, Jaime Munguia is somebody who is really a waste of time to me. This is a guy who just had a 154 belt, didn't do nothing when he moved to
Oh,
160
what about what's the dude that just called out Andrade, who beat
quickly.
Shane Mosley? Yeah, Quigley. Maybe see Quigley. He just fought, so I don't know.
I actually replied to his tweet when he was talking about Andrade, and I said, fight Munguia and the winner gets Andrade. And he was and
Hmm.
he retweeted it. He was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? If he get Munguia on his resume, people will really be talking about him like, oh shit, he just fucking knocked off Jaime
Yeah.
Munguia.
If he beat Jaime, so that's a good thing. I mean, this guy is ready to go. He's like, shit, I'm ready to fight now. Apparently,
Hmm.
he's been off for a while. He's
And
back.
that will put him in position to fight Andrade, right? Because
Yeah.
Munguia is ranked higher. Yeah, so no doubt.
Munguia is in fact Andrade's mandatory if he activates it, but he doesn't want to activate it. But I agree with you. I think the Quigley fight is great. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah, that'd be a good fight.
but again, who said it here? Who
Yeah,
said it?
Mango said it too in the chat. He said he could fight that Quigley dude who won versus Mosley. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, so that seemed like that's the most realistic fight, and I think that on a late replace. What's the date that they got to fill for Munguia?
June 19th.
June 19th. Yeah, man. That's enough time. He can go in there. He fresh off this fight and go in there and blaze Munguia. How long Munguia been off?
Let me see. I'll check.
That might be a good move for Quigley, man. Jump on Munguia, man. He probably got ring rust. You can go right off that Shane Mosley work and blaze homie, but
Nah,
still got.
he actually fought this Ballard guy just kind of recently. He fought it, he fought April 23rd. I
April 23rd? Damn.
you didn't even
I,
know he fought.
I didn't even know he fought this year, man.
Hold on, let me make sure because that's what the article said. Well, let me make sure.
If that man fought, I had no
Nah,
clue.
nah. He fought in 2020. Jaime.
Oh yeah, jump on him quickly. Get on that man.
He fought October 30th of October 2020 when he knocked off Turiano Johnson's lip.
Mm. Oh, he fought Toriano Johnson. See, I ain't been
Yeah.
watching this dude fight, bro.
Yeah, remember I had said on a stream last year that how is it Jaime Munguia has a better opponent than Andrade? Andrade was to fight this Dusty Hernandez dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
and Toriano beat Quigley.
did he?
Yeah, he beat Quigley. He made him stop. He stopped him. He had to quit in the corner. Matter of fact, I just saw the fight recently because I was trying to see, who Quigley had fought and who, to compare who Mosley Jr. had fought. And I saw that fight. I'm like, oh, okay. Toriano got him in one fight. And that was his only loss. But you telling me Munguia beat Johnson, so I didn't even know he fought Toriano. Munguia, that is. So, yeah, that'll be a good fucking fight for Quigley to jump in there and beat the dude who beat the guy beat him. So that'll be nice. But and then with that time off, that'll be he could do like how Ruiz did from one fight to another and jump on it because AJ had a little rust on him, man. Remember, AJ was out longer than Ruiz and then was preparing for a different opponent. And he jumped right in there, like, yeah, I'll take it. Give me that work. You know what I mean? So why not? Quigley versus Munguia. He ain't doing shit else. You know what I mean?
I agree with that, man. I agree with that. But Jaime Munguia, man, you gotta stop ducking Demetrius Andrade. It's ridiculous. Just go ahead and let that man take your O from you, man. Just go ahead, let Andrade school you up a little bit, take you to the university, wipe you off. Or go ahead and fight quickly. That's a good, solid fight. That's a good, solid fight. Matter of fact, let me tweet Quigley right now, man. Let me share with y'all.
It's a good opportunity for him. And he was really grateful for the stage, the platform that he got to just showcase his talent. I mean, he was literally acting like he won a belt already and shit. So if he beat Munguia, that's for some WBO. I don't know what status belt he got. WBO uh almost champ belt, whatever.
Yeah, it's one of these secondary belts. That's one of them belts that you can use to push a
Mandatory.
mandatory.
Yeah, so I don't really totally quite understand all the belts in the WBO and how they do it, but he like he will be the first in line. So if Quigley beat him, heck yeah, man. You can talk all the shit you want with the Andrade shit.
Just showing y'all tweeting this dude Jake. Is that his name? Jay Quigley? Yeah, Jason Quigley.
Yeah,
Get
good
in there.
shit. Get in there. Good opportunity. Fresh off that, you just got just got a victory over Mosley Jr. And you can go over there and knock off a Golden Boy fighter, one of the big names on Golden. Man, yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. Shit. McGee ain't doing shit anyway, so I will root for him.
And Quigley's actually Simon Goldenboy. So what's the problem? Let's just go, man. You know,
Oh man, come on now. Get that.
that's light work. That dude wants to get back into the ring now. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
yeah, man. Well, let's move on from the Jaime Munguia bullshit. I really don't care about Jaime. That was just some news I wanted to get to. That was just me slogging through the shit. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about let's deal with the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley fight. You know who's Tyron Woodley, right?
Yeah. I heard
So
about
Jake
that.
Paul announces that he's gonna be fighting Tyron Woodley. Do you give this man props for that fight? No? Oh,
Jake Paul credit for taking the fight?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Definitely.
show he ain't no punk, but I think he gonna get his ass beat.
But hey, people keep saying this dude fighting nobodies, right? He fighting YouTubers, he fight Lil Nate, he fought beat up Ben Askren who can't move no more, has no hands. So that man said, okay, well, I'll fight.
I'll tell you like this: if Tyron Woodley lose, bro, I'm flaming the shame out of his ass, bro. I'm flaming him. You know what I mean? Tyron Woodley can't lose to Jake. If he lose to Jake, it's over with, bro. You can't even you can't come back from that. That's over with. He an active fighter too, so bro. Just Tyron better win this fight.
Man. And the thing is, Tyron was actually calling out Jake after the fight. After the Askren fight. Oh, I would do this. Yo, if Jake knocks out Tyron, if Jake makes it, if Jake makes it hard, if Jake even makes it hard, and Tyron struggles to beat Jake, it's a win for Jake Paul. It's a win.
Right. Tony said he about to get that ass slapped. What?
Oh.
I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm here for it. I tell you, he better win this fight. You know, because it'll be a big statement. You can say you did it for the MMA, UFC, or whatnot. You know, you stopped Jake Paul, but if Jake Paul stop you, if he Nate Robinson your ass, looking like the NBA logo laying out, bro, you can't, never again,
Man.
never again. So wish him the best of luck with this.
Come on,
man. I don't know. That might be just a dangerous fight for anybody's career to just take the Jake Paul fight, right? Because if he sleep you, it's come on, man. Nate ain't never the same. Nate Robinson will never ever.
I'm not being funny. History. What the fuck is going on,
bro? That's how I would be if Tyron Woodley loses.
Hell yeah, I'm the same way. Like, bro, how the hell you get knocked out back to back? Nate, what's the other dude name that he just recently knocked out? Ben Askren, right? That would be 3 KOs straight, right?
Yeah.
Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. I'm telling you, bro, he can't get slapped out here. Not by Jake.
Oh man.
Jake, dog. If Jake get three KOs all on Nate Askren and then Willie, bro, hey man, he gonna be face of boxing, face of sports and shit, bro. And he gonna be like, "Got your hat."
Telling y'all, if that man lose, I'm gonna be.
I'm not being funny. What the fuck is going on?
Let me tell y'all something. You cannot lose this fight.
I'm telling you, bro, don't do it. Don't do it, Tyrone. It's a dangerous. It could be a career-ending loss for you. It ain't like any other loss you got in he in what UFC, MMA, right? Whatever.
MMA.
It ain't no loss like that. This is a YouTube loss, bro.
Nah. Because it's not like you fighting an actual boxer who dedicated his life to boxing and you lost. Okay, I get that. No problem. Bro, you fighting a YouTuber who took up boxing a few years ago.
Swole ass YouTuber loss. That's what that is. You out.
God.
You can't come back. I can see if he fought like a basketball player, you know, they fit, they work out, they lanky and shit, but not just some YouTuber, bro. Got your hat promotions. Nah, bro.
Got your hat promotions.
Nah, we can't go out like that, Tyrone. They gonna do all kind of Tyrone memes on his ass. I'm telling you, he better win this fight. Hey, we talking about it. This shit light, but bro, if he gets stretched out here, you know what I mean? Stretched Armstrong, he gonna be done on the internet. No interviews.
Let me check your theory here. Your record, a TKO, a KO, and a retirement, and etc. are all count as a KO win. No problem. So we'll count Turiano Johnson. That's no problem. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see if all count as KOs. No problem. So Turiano Johnson got 15 KOs. Mm-hmm. We're gonna count all the shit. So we come from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Yeah, these two count as KOs. 15 KOs.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the Tony.
Yep.
With the strike.
They all count as KOs. These two is 14 and 15. So you're right, Tony.
There it is.
You're right, Tony.
Let's just hope that Tyrone don't get one of those next to this after this Jake Paul fight. RTD, TKO. Huh?
Someone is gonna get hurt. Nate Robinson. Hey, Nate Robinson had no business being in there. Like Nate looked like, oh man. You know, just stop. I thought Chulnov was supposed to be fighting John Ryder. Well, what the hell happened? Anyway, so that was the Jake Paul shit. I don't know what else to say about that, but Tyron, you gotta win this fight, bro. If you lose this fight,
yeah, you done. You done, bro.
I understand Tyron primarily is a wrestler, but nah, bro. No, I've seen you knock people out before in the ring. I've seen you knock people out.
All the Tyrones will have to change their name because Tyrone ain't gonna be hot out here no more like that. Erykah Badu made it kind of, you know, bubbly, but if Tyrone Woodley gets stretched out here, bruh, it's over with for Tyrone. Hey, I gotta drop my son off, but thanks for having me on, Arcon.
Yeah, peace, Black.
No doubt.
And that was the Black Horseman. Please go and subscribe to the UGC. Please go and subscribe. There you go, Tony's reviews. There you go. What you gotta say, Tony reviews? What's on your mind? Let's wait for Tony to come up. Tony wants to get something off his chest. Again, to the people asking who asked me who's that? That is Tank Davis with a bushel of cherries. Okay. So the next thing we want to talk about quickly before I get off here is Triller. A lot of these boxers like Michael Hunter and these people are making moves over to Triller. Oscar De La Hoya wants to go to Triller. But we see here that Triller seems to not have a great reputation. This guy Ryan Kavanagh, whatever his name is, the guy who runs Triller. Come with it.
I just want to say that Tyron Woodley's going to get his ass beat so fucking bad that if you go to any MMA page right now, they're already making excuses for him. That's how bad ass whooping is.
Oh man, no man. Let me see how much, because I watched Tyron fight a couple times, man. So let me go to my favorite MMA site ever, suredog.com. Let's go over here. Let me share my screen here so y'all can see what the fuck I'm doing. So we at suredog.com. Hit the fight finder. So he's coming off a 4-fight losing streak. $19 wins, 7 losses. 7 KO TKOs, 5 submissions, 7 decisions. So he knows how to knock people out. So why do you think he's gonna lose, Tony?
Why do I think he's gonna lose? Because I think Jake Paul can box. I think he can box a lot better than a lot of these MMA fighters, and I think he can box a lot better than people give him credit for. The dude, I mean, first and foremost, it's as plain as day that he's got power, because Ben Askren has gotten the living shit beat out of him in fights and kept fighting to win, to wrestle guys down. But he was known for his toughness, right? The first time he got clipped by Jake, he went nighty-night. So, I mean, this dude has knocked out every single person he has fought. Now, granted, they're not the highest competition, but this is what I look at, though, Kong. He never had an amateur career. Like, anybody who's boxing starts in the amateurs. You know what I mean? He had one amateur fight, then Eddie Hearn conned him into going pro, which was stupid. So once you go pro, you know, you can't go back. So all his fights have to be professional. But tell me this, name one boxer in the history of boxing in the amateurs, by their 4th amateur fight, they were fighting a guy like Tyron Woodley. Nobody's ever stepped up in competition that quickly. And if he wins, I just want people to start saying he's a real fighter. That's what irritates me. Like, everybody says he's a pretend fighter. He's not a real fighter, but yet he goes in there and now he's starting to whoop professional fighters. Whether they're boxers or not, they're still higher level than amateur fighters with only 3 or 4 fights.
Yeah, I can't say the same. What's up, Iron Kong? What's up, Tony? T Wood, I will beat your ass. Central, he's gonna come in here and he's gonna take out Jake Paul, man. I know he's coming off a 4-fight losing streak, but I mean we can't overlook the championship run that he had and how long he held the belt for. And this isn't a Ben Askren. This is a purebred champion that has a very good boxing background.
Nah, I want you to keep that energy when he goes nighty-night and gets put to sleep.
Dude, I'll be so pissed off. I'm already kind of pissed off at it, though. I'm sick of him, like, you know, getting these, like, you know, champions, these beaten champions that are, you know, done with their careers. And, I mean, yeah, he's going to, you know, make some of them look silly, but I don't think T Wood's going to be done like that. I think he's going to come in here. I think he's going to prep right.
Yeah, but here's my point, Sporting. This is the point I was trying to say right now. Name me a guy right now, and you probably wouldn't know him because they're amateurs, but who do you know, amateur fighter, okay, who's only had 3 amateur fights that you would ever bet money on them beating Tyron Woodley in a fight?
Yeah, I get your point. I mean, and I understand what you're saying, and I do like what you're saying about, like, you know, his power, but at the end of the day, we kind of think that maybe it's been a little bit set up, at least for me. You know, Ben Askren, I understand, like you said, you know, he's a dog, man. It was hard to, you know, gas him out or, you know, get him wobbly at all. But we have seen him, you know, the helicopter from Robbie Lawler on his head. So we've seen him in a few shaky situations. Of course, you know, the flying knee for Masvidal. But I don't know. I just don't like it. That's the end of it, really.
Yeah, but that wasn't my point. My point was this was my point. I'm not even talking about like Jake like that at the moment. What I'm saying is Jake Paul never had an amateur career. He had one fight, okay? This is his fourth boxing match ever. He's only had 4 boxing matches. I this will be his 5th one against Tyron. My point is this: what guy in the amateurs currently would you ever think would be fighting a guy like Tyron Woodley, an amateur boxer currently at the same weight class? What guy with only 4 boxing amateur matches would actually fight Tyron? That's my point. The dude is fighting people who are way above his level, way above what he should even be getting in the ring with to begin with, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could say that, but it just all, it all boils down to, that record that Iron Kong just was looking at, and those 4 losses. I mean, we just saw Tyron, get, knocked out in the first round. So I get what you're saying. You're saying that, what fighter with this little of experience would take on, a UFC champion that, reigned for that long. So, yeah, it sounds good, but when you really dig down into it, you're just kind of like, 4-loss streak. He's clearly been, on the gradual decline of his career. So, yeah, I couldn't name a fighter, though.
Hey, Aobs want to know how many amateur fights Woodley and Askren had.
Askren, probably 0. Woodley, probably 0 as well. I know they do boxing training, but I don't know that he's actually had any amateur boxing, but I could be wrong because he was big into wrestling. I mean, he was, #1 wrestler coming up.
Aob says Woodley would get smoked by most amateurs. He ain't a boxer, end of story.
And that's where I disagree, because Woodley would be fighting amateurs with only 4 fights. I'm telling you, like, you can't compare him to an amateur that's got 30, 40, 50, 60 boxing matches. We're talking about your local guy at the local boxing gym who's only had 3 or 4 amateur fights, because that's what Jake Paul is.
So hold on. So Tony, you're saying Jake Paul by KO?
Oh yeah, I think he's sleeping him. I don't think it goes past 4 rounds and he'll sleep him. Booty in the air.
Sporting, who you got?
I'm gonna go with my boy Tyron. So I'm gonna say first round knockout. I don't think it's gonna go past the first round. If it goes past the first round, it's gonna be Jake's night. But yeah, I think, like I said, man, he's not the same guy, but he still has power. He is a very strong man. So he's ended a lot of fighters' nights.
One thing I will say, Jake Paul knows how to sell. I mean, this gonna do big numbers on Showtime. Big numbers on Showtime. That's it.
Well, his last one did what? 1.4 million?
It's gonna do big numbers on Showtime. Yeah.
Well, I tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This fight, I guarantee you, it breaks the Floyd Mayweather Manny Pacquiao pay-per-view number. I guarantee you.
What does more, this or Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul?
I don't even think that fight's gonna sell. Nobody buying that shit.
Oh man, y'all tripping.
Because you know what? I love Mayweather. Mayweather is a great fighter, but fuck, man, here he is cherry picking again in retirement. Like, why would he pick the brother that can't even box to box?
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, this is the same guy that lost to KSI, so yeah, I'm not really too enthusiastic about it.
Skinny Claw says, if you watch Jake Paul versus Askren, Jake isn't better than Woodley at all. Jake only throws overhands. Jake was backing up and throwing overhands. Jake is only jab overhand. Woodley by KO.
And I disagree with that assessment.
See, that guy's a smart man.
I disagree with that assessment 1,000%. I disagree with it, because you could see him setting up Ben for that right that he knocked him out with. You could see him setting it up. He tried to catch him with it earlier in that round and missed it and kept baiting him into it. Like the dude, this is what I'm talking about. Even against Nate Robinson, okay? When you watched him fight Nate Robinson came running at him like he was playing football and swinging his arms like he was swimming. All right? Very chaotic. But if you watch that match back and actually look at it, you can see that as Nate's attacking and keeps clinching, Jake is slowly adjusting to the way that he attacks to where now Nate's not getting to the clinch. He's getting tagged coming in. And that's why he got knocked out, because Jake was adapting as the fight was going on. That's what I look at. I look at the dude. I don't know shit about his YouTube, but I'm telling you, he can fight. Period. You don't have to like him, but the boy can fight, and he's got power. He's got power, and if you can fight and you have power, Deontay Wilder proved you can make it pretty far.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. To close it off, though, to close off my little stream here, I want to bring up this whole Triller thing. Jake Paul left Triller, by the way. Ryan Kavanaugh said, yeah, we were finished with Jake Paul anyway. We reach all that we can reach with him, which is all bullshit. I was reading the boxing scene article with Roy Jones siding with Mike Tyson, and they're citing that Triller doesn't seem to be all that they claim to be. Ryan Kavanaugh was already a controversial guy. I'd heard about him before. But Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, let me share the screen. So Roy Jones sides with Mike Tyson. And let me scroll down here. They're talking about how Tyson said he will never do business with Triller again. Roy Jones said, we've both had issues with them and still have issues with them. Ryan Kavanaugh called me and personally told me he wanted to do something extra because of the fact that the fight did so well. Did that ever happen? No. All a bunch of talk, but nothing behind it. I got compensated, but not fully. That's the problem. That's the real problem, Jones said. So really, as he said, the compensation.
And you know what, Iron Kong? I could see that because they put on like 40 fucking artists. And not just indie artists, they put in like top 10 radio artists. So they got a lot of mouths to feed. So I could see them shorten them so they could put on that dumbass event. Like, I could care less about all them damn rappers, singers, etc. Like, I don't want to fucking listen to Justin Bieber talking about damn peaches in Georgia whenever I'm trying to watch a boxing match.
Yeah, that's true. And also they had getting it all worked out with remember before the fight there was like the whole they're not allowed to knock each other out, like all that BS that happened. That's kind of I think some of the disgruntled attitude comes from as well, because it's like, when you get two legends in there like that, just give them what they want.
What did it sell? It did like what, 1.1 million?
Did a lot. It did a lot.
I want to say it was 1.1, wasn't it?
I knew it at one time. I don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, I know it was up there. I know at the time it was the highest of the year for boxing. So
yeah, I want to say it was 1.1. I could be wrong, and it could be a little more than that, but it was definitely over 1 million buys. So that's ridiculous, though, that they couldn't pay him in full. But again, when you're paying like 30 different musical artists, I can understand where the money's going.
So this is where Oscar De La Hoya is plotting to go. This is where Ryan Garcia wants to be a big star over at Triller. Ayob said, I'm not surprised they're having money issues. They just wasted $6 million on Tio. You goddamn right, that was a wasted $6 million. Triller should have let Eddie Hearn get that fight. I mean, I think Eddie Hearn bid about how much that fight's worth, about $3 million. That's it. But they listened to the hype because of the same Eddie Hearn, who made it a big issue in the media, in the social media stream, and Teofimo crying to Bob Arum or whatever. And they got sucked in. I was like, here's $6 million for you to fight George Kambosos. You, Teofimo, who has never sold no pay-per-views. Here's $6 million.
Yeah.
Well done.
He's not gonna sell pay-per-views. Like I'll be surprised if that does 200,000 buys. Like
Oh,
extremely.
wow.
And the thing about it is, like, I honestly believe the pay-per-view model is dead. Unless you're somebody like Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez. I mean, even Anthony Joshua's not on the pay-per-view scheme anymore. Jake Paul, the only reason why, or Jake or Logan Paul, the only reason why they sell is because they have all the YouTubers supporting them. But as far as boxing pay-per-views go, it's dead. Like, you're not going to make money off of that. The zone is the best way you do it. Just charge a monthly fee, and that's how you make your money. So whenever you sell, when you pay these guys $6 million hoping to sell to recoup that money off Tio, you're not going to make that. I agree with you. It's not going to happen.
Sporting advantage. A lot of people seem to be going over to Triller, even though you have the legends themselves saying, yo, these people shorted me money. Michael Hunter just went over there. How you feel about that now?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna, just kind of echo what you guys were saying about it. It seems like, they may have overpaid a little bit, and now they're kind of squandering around opportunities. So I personally, I think that it would not be a wise choice, but maybe Tio has it figured out. Maybe, maybe there's, maybe we're in for a huge treat, and it's going to do some crazy numbers.
Hey, Sporting, have they released the full card yet? I know Tio Cambosis, but who's else on the card?
Oh, I have no clue.
Michael Hunter and Mike Wilson. What do you mean?
Okay, who else?
You need more? You need more than them two big fights? You're a selfish guy.
The fact is, between the three of us who watch boxing regularly, we don't even know every person fighting on the card. That tells you what type of pay-per-view numbers it's going to do.
Oh my God. Well, hey, man. I wish these guys who want to take their business to Triller the best. Teofimo will know what his worth is after this. That's unfortunate though. But he's gonna have to learn after this. But again, Teofimo didn't do anything wrong in getting his purse bid. He didn't do anything wrong. And anybody who suggests anything other than that, you're tripping, and you're siding with Bob Arum, who tried to do something illegal to Teofimo.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Get as much money as you can. But here's where I disagree. I don't think Tio's gonna know his worth. I think he thinks his worth is $6 million, whether he sells or not. And the only thing that I'm worried about is because Triller paid him so much, I don't know if Eddie Hearn's going to be willing to pay him what he wants to fight Devin.
Well, if he really thinks $6 million is his actual worth, then he has a problem, right? He has to. Him and his dad are very delusional people. But he'll learn. Hopefully, after this flops, he'll have an idea as to what you're actually worth. Eddie Hearn was willing to pay $3 million, and that was about how much the fight's worth. But we'll see, man. I don't have nothing else, man. Y'all got anything else?
No, my only question was to you though is, even though let's say the pay-per-view flops, right? They don't recoup their money, but they still have to pay him $6 million. Because of that, and knowing how big of a diva, which is what Tio said Loma was, but he's turned out to be a diva. Knowing how much a diva he is, do you think at this point he would take less than what he made in this fight to fight Devin Haney?
No, and I think for undisputed fight, Eddie Hearn would pay him more than $6 million. Because if Eddie Hearn is trying to get Teofimo to come over to the zone, he's going to factor in that Bob Arum is going to want his pound of flesh, right? And he's going to have to overpay Tio to get that fight on the zone. So I think he'll pay him more than $6 million. He'll have to. He will overpay for that fight. He will.
You know what? That's a good point. You just brought up a good point. I didn't even think about him trying to convert him over to the zone.
Yeah, I mean, if Eddie Hearn's going to pay for the fight, he wants it on the zone. Fine. So then he'll have to overpay. It's like Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo ain't worth no $7 million. But Eddie Hearn was willing to pay him $7 million to come over there to fight. he'll overpay for the fights. And that's what's interesting, that you have a guy who is willing to overpay you to come to fight on his network, and you're saying no. I mean Charlo, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just interesting to see how this is gonna go.
Yeah, they put themselves in a tough spot, because anybody that thinks that they're a little bit above that, they're going to come in there with those TO numbers now. So yeah, it's going to be a hard place for them to negotiate from now on. But thank you for having me on, Iron Kong. Tyron Woodley is going to make Logan Paul an only child.
Ooh.
And, yeah, have a good day.
Ooh. Oh, an only child. Hey Tony, that man said Jake Paul is done after this, bro.
I agree. Logan Paul will be an only child, because after Jake Paul whoops Woodley's ass, Woodley's dad's gonna adopt him, and now Jake Paul will become Woodley's dad's son, and Woodley will be disowned. On that note, I'm out.
Hey, peace out to y'all, man. Hey, thank y'all for coming on. Hey, Bronze Plumber, you came on and you were a bit disrespectful, man. You know that's not my name. Don't play with me, man. For real, for real. Don't play them games with me. Hey, yo, y'all, peace, man. I'm gonna go back to work. Y'all have a nice day.